let us study about increment and decrement operators in C. This is one of the typical and kind of a operator because it behaves differently in different situations and in different programming statements. So that's why it is considered as little a dangerous operator, because the answer varies in different circumstances. So what is a increment decrement operator, how we use them, and let us try to explore few debugging questions in increment decrement operators. So generally when I want to write add x equal to x plus 2, or I want to write x equal to y plus z, right. So you are using two variables here, y and z, and that sum you are adding it to x. But in some cases you want to add for the same variable x, you want to add 1 always. Okay, you want to add 1 to that. Instead of writing this full expression like this, adding 1 to that statement, you can use this increment and decrement operators. It means if you want to perform addition or subtraction of a variable with only 1, okay, if you want to add 1 to that, if you want to subtract 1 from it, right. So whatever variable it is, if you want to add plus 1 or minus 1, then you can use this increment decrement operator. So what we do here, instead of writing x equal to x plus 1, we can write it directly x plus plus or plus plus x. This way we can use it, right. That is why this increment decrement operators are called as unary operators. Unary means it requires only one variable. If you want to do c equal to a plus 2, right, I need two variables here, a and c. Binary operations, because I am having two operators here, whereas these are called unary because only one operation and one variable, right. That is why increment decrement are called as unary operators. Why? With that variable I am adding only one operator. This is considered as one operator. It is not two separate plus signs. When they write together, it becomes a single operator. That is why these are called as unary operators. Now, so we said that whenever you want to add 1 or subtract 1, instead of writing x equal to x plus 1 or x plus equal to 1 using shorthand operator, you can write like this, x plus equal to 1. It also means x equal to x plus 1. Instead of this, still you can reduce that number of statements or number of instructions. You can simply write x plus plus. It becomes very simple. Its meaning is take the value of x, take the current value of x, add 1 to it, store it back again into the x. Okay. So this is about increment decrement. We have two types of operators here, post and pre. It means I have post increment, I have pre increment. Same way we have post decrement and we have pre decrement. Okay. So what is this post and pre? Post means if I write that plus plus symbol after the variable, it is like this, x plus plus. So I am including the plus plus symbol after x. Pre increment means you include it before. So it is plus plus x. Same way post decrement means x minus minus, and pre decrement means minus minus x. Okay, minus minus x. So we have two flavors here, post and pre. Rules are different for different conditions. Okay, if it is post, it has some rule. If it is pre, it has some rule. Let us try to see that. So generally I will write a small program, int a equal to 5, and I write here plus plus a, and I write here printf %d comma a. When I write a small program like this, what is a value? A value is 5. What is there here? See, I have written only a single statement, plus plus a, that is it. Okay. When I write a statement like this, plus plus a, we have to increment the value. When you write a statement like this, these kind of statements are called standalone. What is standalone statement? Means it is not involved in any mathematical expression, something like this, c equal to plus plus a plus b. No, this is a mathematical expression, c or arithmetic expression. In that this is included. Then the rule is different. But if I write something which is independent of any of those mathematical expressions, we call such kind of expressions as standalone expressions. So whether you write plus plus a or a plus plus, simply like this, In both the cases, the meaning is same, you have to increment the value. So, because of this statement plus plus a, this value becomes 6, and when I print it gives me answer as 6. Okay. Same thing if I change here, let us change the value of a in this expression now. Suppose I have a plus plus here and memory contains 5. See, now a is equal to 5, a plus plus I wrote. Previously I wrote only plus plus a, still we incremented the value of a, that meaning is a equal to a plus 1. Here it is post increment, I wrote the expression after the variable. Here also no change, because it is a standalone statement. It is a standalone statement. Standalone statement means it is written individually without help of, or it is not involved in any mathematical arithmetic expression. So, whether it is plus plus a or a plus plus, okay, if it is written like this only standalone statement, then there is no difference in post and pre, everything is same, that is a equal to a plus 1. So, here also because of this post increment a plus plus, this a value becomes 6, and I will print the value of 6. Why? The first rule, if they are written as standalone statements, it means not involving in any other programming statement or arithmetic expression, then whether it is pre or post, value should increase by 1. Okay. Let us take another example. Let me take another example here, int a equal to 5, and I am writing here the printf percentile d comma a plus plus. Now, what is the output? What is the value of a? In this case, a contains 5 in the memory, a contains 5 in the memory, right, a contains 5 in the memory. Now, see, this a plus plus is not standalone now, this a plus plus is not standalone. Why? It is involved in some programming statement, it is involved in some programming statement. In such case, you have to follow the rules of post and pre. What are the rules of post and pre? Post increment rule says that use the variable first, use the variable, then increment it. Okay. First use the variable, then increment the value. Pre-increment means increment it first, then use it, then use the variable. That is different between post and pre. Okay. When these rules are applicable, when that increment decrement operators are not standalone, they are involved in some programming statement. In such case, we have to go for this increment decrement, we have to go for this rules of post and pre. So, here what is this? This is post increment. Is it a standalone statement? No, it is not standalone statement. That is why I should not increment this now. Post increment says first use the variable for that cause, then you increment it later. So, what is the cause here? What is the statement here? It is printf. What is job of printf? Print the value on the screen. So, what is current value of a in memory? It is 5. So, 5 will be printed in the answer. Okay, this statement will give you 5. Later this increment will be performed. So, in memory a value becomes 6, but when you see the output you will see only as 5. Okay. Same program again, int a equal to 5, printf percentile d comma pre-increment, sorry, plus a. This case you see, here it is pre-increment. Is it a standalone statement? No, it is not standalone because it is involved in a programming statement printf. Then what is the role of pre-increment? Pre-increment says that increment the value first. Increment the value first, then you use it. So, what is there in your our memory? It is 5. So, what does this plus plus a indicates? Pre-increment indicates take the value of 5, add 1 to it, store it back in the a. So, a value is 5, I will add 1 to it, store it back here again. Then print the value of a. What is value of a? So, this will give answer as 6. Okay. So, pre-increment, post-increment rules are applicable when this statement plus plus a or plus a plus plus are involved in some other programming statement or some other mathematical expression. Only if they are written like this, standalone like this, there is no difference whether it is post or pre. Okay. So, to understand this better, let us take one example. Int a equal to 5 comma b equal to 5. Okay. I have one expression int c equal to a plus 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 b. I have a small expression here. So, in your memory, a value is 5 and b value is 5. A is 5 and b is 5. Now, what is this expression here? See, c equal to a plus 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 b. This is a post increment and this is a pre increment. Are they standalone statements? They are not standalone statements. Why? Because they are involved in some arithmetic expression. There is some variable c, there is some operator plus, so it is not standalone. Then we have to apply the rules of post and pre. What is the role of post increment? Post increment says that don't increment it first, use it and then later increment it. So, I will round it off saying that I will do it later. What is the current value of a? A value is 5 in memory, take that 5 plus. Here we have plus plus b, this is pre increment. So, what is rule of pre increment? Increment the value first, later you use it. So, what is plus plus b? Because of this b value becomes 6 and 6 will come here. What is this result? Result is 11. Result is 11. You write that result aside, do not give this 11 to c now immediately, wait. Okay. Then on this right hand side, is there anything pending? Is there anything pending? Yes, this plus plus is pending on a. So, complete that operation also, go to a, update it to 6. Now, the right hand side everything is completed, you assign this result 11 to this variable c. So, c becomes 11 in this case, and after this program a value becomes 6, b value becomes 6. Okay. One more similar example, int a equal to 5 comma b equal to 5. Again I will take int c equal to plus plus a plus b plus plus. Let us see one more example to understand how increment decrement operator works. So, in memory I have a value as 5 and b value as 5. Okay. So, again this both are not standalone statements because they are involved in some arithmetic expression. Only if they are written individually, then they are standalone statements. So, what is this? It is a pre increment, it is a pre increment, it is a post increment statement. We have to begin from left to right, but the point here is when it is generally we do arithmetic expression in that order from left to right, but when coming to increment decrement operators we have to do from right to left. We have to do it from right to left, otherwise c equal to a plus b plus c means first a plus b then a plus b plus c. We will do it from left to right. Okay. Whereas this increment decrement operators are from right to left. It means I have to do the rightmost expression first. This I have to do it first. Now, in this what is this? This is post increment. What is rule of post increment? Don't increment the value of b, use the value of b first. So, put it 5 here, no change. This is pending. Okay. This question mark means it is pending. Then we have a pre increment. What is the rule of pre increment? Pre increment says that first increment it, later use it. So, go to a, make this 6 and come back here 6. Okay. This result is 11, put that aside. After this there is some pending operation on b. So, go and complete that as well. Now, on the right hand side every expression is evaluated, at the end give this value to this variable c. So, c becomes 11. Okay. This is how it works, increment and decremental. Let us see some small debugging questions. Let us see the first problem. Given a value is equal to 5 and b equal to a plus 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 a. Okay. So, in a value I will draw the memory box like this 5. So, what is this expression? You see a plus plus and plus plus a. So, this is post increment and this is pre increment. Okay, rules are different for different conditions, that is why I said it is a very typical and dangerous operator. So, please understand it once again. See, when this is a post increment, what is your logic? Generally, what is your logic? Your logic is to do not increment it first, no, you have to use the value, later increment it. So, round it off, take what is the value of a in memory? A value in memory is 5. When you round it off, you are putting a question mark, means you are saying I will come back and do it later. That is the meaning of post increment. First use the variable, later you increment it. So I am putting question mark saying that I will come back and later increment it. Plus, when I see a pre-increment here, plus plus a, what is the rule of pre-increment? It says you increment it first, later use it. But when I saw the variable, it is a. When I go to a and observe there is one question mark on a, it means a is not a complete statement. There is some pending operation on a. When there is a pending operation on a, I cannot use that value. I cannot use this value. So compiler says, please go back, complete that pending operation on a. So because of this plus plus, a value becomes 6. Now everything, there is no pending operation on a. This has gone now. There is no pending operation on a. So we have a pre-increment statement plus plus a. What is value of a? 6. Pre-increment means go to a, increment it and then come back, then use it. So this, because of this, it becomes 7 and I will be using 7 here. This becomes 12. So the value of b is 12 in this case. Okay, I hope you understood. The answer is 12 here. Let's see another case here. Same problem. A is equal to 5, b is equal to a plus 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 a plus plus. If you see, I said one rule that increment decrement should do it from right to left. We should do it from right to left. And among those two, among those post and pre, among the x plus plus and plus plus x, post increment has more priority. So even when you do it from right to left, wherever there is post increment, that you have to do it first. That's why in this problem, when we had expression like this, plus plus a, we know we have to do it from right to left. But among this, we have one expression which is post, that has more priority. That's why I did this first and we came back here. Or otherwise the rule says that you have to do the post increment part first. Okay. So in this example here, see, this is a plus plus, this is post increment and I have to do it first. So what is the rule of post increment? Don't do it, don't increment it, use the value of a. What is there in memory of a? 5. So use that 5 directly. It means there is some question mark on it. Why there is a question mark on this? Because there is a pending operation on that. Okay, this will become 5 normally. Post increment should not, we should not increment it. Plus, when I come here and see, it is the same variable a. So this a also will refer to this memory location, but there is some pending operation on top of it. So compiler will say, no, 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 please go back, complete that pending operation and come. That's why what compiler will do, it will come back here, complete this pending operation on a. So what it will do, it will increment the value of a to 6. Why? Because it is a plus plus, it will complete this to 6. Then it will come here. When it comes and sees here, again there is a post increment. What is rule of post increment? Don't increment the value of a, use the value of a directly. So what is value of a? 6. So this result is 11, put that aside. But again you promised, no, you will do this later. Post increment means always you say, I will use the variable value now, later I will come and increment, you are saying. So go back and increment this also. So after these two operations, a becomes 7. But what result you got? Temporary result, you got b value as 11. So the output of this program is 11. Whereas in memory, the value of a will be 7. Okay, I hope you understood. Let us see another problem, example 3, a slight variation of this. So here we have a, again same a is 5. So in memory, I will have a value as 5. Then the expression is b equal to plus plus a plus a plus plus. Okay, right. Here what I have to do, again we know that we have to do it from right to left, we have to do it from right to left. In that, post increment has more priority. So this statement has more priority, I have to do it. What is the rule of post increment? Don't increment it, first use it, later you increment it. So I will do it later, one question mark on top of it. What is value of a in memory? It is 5 plus. When I come back here and see, it is the same variable on which there is a pending operation. See, this plus plus is pending on a. So this a is not complete, there is some pending operation on it. It is not complete. That's why what we have to do, you have to go back here, complete this pending operation on a. So a becomes 6 because of this. Now come back to this expression. This is again plus plus a, means pre-increment. What is rule of pre-increment? First increment it, then you use it. So because of this, this becomes 7 and I will be using 7 here. So the result is 12. everything on right hand side is executed, right? This is this increment is completed, this increment is completed. So only when the right hand side expressions are completely evaluated, only then you assign this value to this variable b. So in this case the answer of b is 12. Okay. If you don't understand, please go back again and watch it. See the next example, fourth example. Okay, so a value remains same 5. Now the expression is something like this: a b equal to plus plus a plus 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 a. Now what is the rule here? We have to do it from right to left. Okay, from this side I have to do. In that, what I have to do first? I have to do post increment. Is there any post increment? No, both are pre increment. This is a typical case when both are pre increment. What is meaning of pre increment operator? What is meaning of pre increment? Increment it first, later you use it. That is what we are saying, right? What is the meaning of plus plus x? Means increment value of x, then you use it in the expression, whatever expression. So pre increment says increment it first. So when both the expressions are pre increments, you have to go and increment it. You have to go and increment it. Don't use the value. See, I will do it from right. This is plus plus a. I will perform the increment operation on a. It becomes 6. Don't write 6 here. Don't use 6 here like we have been doing previously. Why? Because there is another pre-increment statement. So when there are multiple pre-increment statements, or like this 2 pre-increment statements, again go complete this pre-increment part. Because of this it becomes 7. Now you add a plus a. Which all pre-increment operations were there, you complete it. Then write a plus a. What is current value of a? 7. So 7 plus 7 is 14. This is how it works. I will repeat once again. When you have both pre-increment statements, you don't use those values. If the variable is same a and a, don't use the updated value. First complete all the pre-increment operations. So a value was having 5. So because of this pre-increment it became 6. Because of the second pre-increment it became 7. Now you add both a and a, that is 7 plus 7. This is how it works. Okay. So 4 different variations we have seen. If you don't understand, please go back and watch. Let us slowly increase the complexity of the expression. So again I have a value as 5 and b is equal to a plus 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 a plus a plus plus. I have a lengthy expression. So in C programming, C compiler follows 3 address code scheme. What is this 3 address code scheme? It means C compiler can evaluate expressions only in the form C equal to a plus b. It means 3 variables and 2 operators. 3 variables like this a, b, c and 2 operators equal to and plus. C compiler can evaluate expressions only in that 3 address code. But here how many are there? You see, C equal to a plus b plus d. There is multiple expressions. So C compiler will break down. It will break this lengthy expression into small pieces. How? Some temporary variable t equal to this part, that is a plus 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 a. Then the actual b equal to this is t, this is t. So t plus the remaining part a plus plus. Like this it will evaluate 2 expressions. Now this big expression converted into 2 small expressions. Let us evaluate them and see how it happens. Okay. So a value is 5. What is this? This again there is a post increment, pre increment. We have to do it from right to left, but there is a post increment which has more priority. So I will do it first. So this is post increment, I will increment it later. What is value of a? It is 5 plus. Now when I go back and see the next expression, it is on the same variable a on which there is a pending operation. So what compiler will say? Please go back, increment and come. So I will perform this increment operation. Because of this a becomes 6. Now come here. But don't put 6 here, you have already taken value of a as 5, that is fixed, plus this is pre-increment plus plus a. What is pre-increment of a? What is the rule of pre-increment? Go increment it first, then you use it. So go here, increment it first to 7, then you use it. 5 plus 7, that is 12. So the value of t is 12. Now comes the second actual expression, b equal to t, that is 12 plus this is, what is this? A plus plus. Means post increment. What is rule of post increment? Don't increment it. First use the value of a, later increment it. So I will round it off, I will do it later. What is value of a? In memory value of a is 7. Okay, so this result is 19, but there is one pending operation plus plus on A, because of this it becomes 8. Then you assign this 19 to this variable B. So the answer of this expression is 19. Okay, so next slides, small changes. A value remains same as 5. So B equal to A plus 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 A plus, I have again a pre-increment like this. So break this as T, and then you B equal to T plus A. So let us find out what is value of this T. So T equal to A plus 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 A. It is the same expressions as before. So this is post increment, I will not increment it, I will take values 5. This is pre increment, but it is referring to the same variable on which there is a pending operation. So go back, complete this pending, because of this it becomes 6. Come back here. This is again plus plus A. What is plus plus A? Plus plus A means pre increment. So go increment it first and then use it. So we got the value of T as 12. Okay, 5 plus 7, 12. Now the final expression, A value remains same, A value is 7, A value is 7. So the expression is B equal to T plus this final one, plus plus A. So what is value of T? 12 plus A means pre-increment of A. What is current value of A? 7. Pre-increment means go to memory location, increment it first, then come back. So make this as 8 and use 8 here. So this result is 20. And everything on the expression is completed on the right hand side. Therefore, this 20 will be assigned to B. So the answer for this question is 20. Okay. Like this we have multiple expressions. So let us see what is this. B equal to A plus 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 A plus plus, and finally again A plus plus 3. So this is my T expression. So let us find out the value of T. T is A plus plus, round it off, do it later. What is value of A? 5 plus. So in memory I will have A value as 5 plus. I am putting a question mark on it because I want to do it later, because it is post increment. When I come to second expression, it is again same variable A on which there is a pending operation. So compiler says no, please go back, complete that. So let us complete this plus plus, because of this A becomes 6. Now it is A plus plus means post increment. So round it off, do it later. What is value of A in memory? 6. So T value is 11. T value is 11. But there is again a pending operation on that you have to go and complete. So this plus plus also will make it as 7. So we completed our this expression for T. So now the final expression is B equal to T plus this pending, that is A plus plus. So what is value of T? 11 plus, right, it is 11 plus, what is A plus plus? A is post increment, right? A is post increment. So don't increment it, use value of A directly. What is value of A in memory? 7. So 11 plus 7 is 18. And later you complete this plus plus, because of this A becomes 8. And then assign this 18 to this variable B. So what is the value of this B value? That is 18. Okay. So this expression answer is 18. Like this we have multiple statements. For this answer will be 19. You please try and check whether you are getting the answer as 19 or not. Similarly, the next expression we get answer as for this 20. If you try to solve it, you get the answer as 20. I am giving it as assignment. You please practice this and check the answers. And this we get as 21, and the next 11th one you get this value as 21 again. Okay, this is also 21, right? So you just observe the expressions, you see, note it down and try to solve and verify whether you are getting 21 for this or not. Last one I will try to explain. So since all three are pre-increments, don't assume simply increment 3 times. Don't make that mistake. Always remember 3 address code. So your expression becomes T equal to these two, that is plus plus A plus 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 A. Then B is equal to T plus 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 A. This is the important point. Break it down and solve. Maybe slowly, once you become master, you can directly use. So A value is 5 in memory, and this both are pre-increment means increment 2 times. So because of this pre-increment it becomes 6, because of this pre-increment it becomes 7. Now add A plus A, that is 7 plus 7. So T value is 14. T value is 14. Now our final expression B equal to 14 plus, what is the this is pre-increment of A. What is rule of pre-increment? Pre-increment of A means first go increment it and then come back. So, make it 8 and then use it 8. So, we get here value of B as 22. So, when the expression contains all 3 pre-increments, the answer is 22. Somebody will make mistake saying that no, because of this plus plus A becomes 6, because of this plus plus becomes 7, because of this plus becomes 8. Then they will say 8 plus 8 plus 8. No, that is wrong. Why? Compiler will break that lengthy expression into small expressions. Okay, that way you have to solve it. So, answer for this is 22. And this is one question which was asked previously in some coding competition. So, I value is 19, j value is 29, and we have to print the value of k. Okay, there is a lengthy expression. This you can solve it directly, but once you know, you have to do it step by step. Okay, you have to do it step by step. So, please try this. I will repeat the rules here. We know the rules that first thing, it is from right to left. Second thing, post has more priority compared to pre. Okay. The other rule, compiler will generally break down the lengthy expression into 3 address code expressions. Okay. So, using this I give this as assignment. Please try to solve and comment in the video below what answer you got for this expression. Please try it definitely and comment to the video. Okay. So, with this we complete the increment decrement operations. So, this is very typical because the rules are different in different conditions. Okay. So, when this increment decrement combines with pointers, again it is different. It has different rule to be applied. When we are applying increment decrement on array, again the rule is different. So, for now we have seen how this increment and decrement operator works. Thank you.